This week's episode of Kicking It is brought to you by the Old Love, New Love pack from '06. That's just a little booklet. You can actually both of them. These are based off of, obviously, the ones. This is his retro Chicago Bull colorway. This one was inspired by his racing team. I guess one of the colors that they had was black and gold. Great material. The toe cap is actually surrounded by a nice like suede nubuck-ish type material. The other one's actually leather. You can see one is see-through. It's a clear sole. The other one is that dark red Chicago Bull colorway as always. Cool thing about it was it came with a really nice box. The box had different things of Michael Jordan's career and stuff. Enjoy the show. Man, you see that? Did you get that? This guy just hit me, son. He said, "We fuck that Steve."
Fuck that nigga up.
I got you, man. Here we go. Welcome back to another episode of Kicking It. Kick 718.
1609.
My man, 50 grand, and we're back with another one. And this has been going on pretty recently, and it's kind of scary. And it's kind of pricey too. Would you go to places like Flight Club and retailers of that nature to avoid the whole super perfect sneaker thing that's happening? It's like a phenomenon right now, right, Sneaker Steve? That shit is crazy. It's everywhere. Would you go to places like that and spend above retail, sometimes even double retail, just to secure your shoes? Sneaker Steve.
I would have to, man. I would have to.
Yeah?
I would have to, bro.
Dang.
If you think about it, man, you try to, everybody tries to go on eBay and try to cop them for good prices. But man, especially now with the way the replica thing has gone to the point where I've seen some of these super perfects and it's amazing how real they look, And obviously people are not going to be honest. They're going to say, oh yeah, they're authentic. They're off Nike.com, but I don't have the receipt. I don't have the email confirmation where I got it from. Right. But they're original. 1000% authentic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, alright, cool. And then, you cop them and then they end up being super perfect. So to alleviate the headache, man, I would go to like Flight Club, exclusive, joints that they've been around for a while. Okay. They charge a little more, but at least they got the real shit. What about you?
I don't know, man. That's tough. That's really tough. I mean, I have problems paying some of the shit now. Not because I can't afford it, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But that super perfect thing is scary, man. That shit is like, it's a pandemic on the sneaker game for real. Like, you can't fuck around with that. Because next thing you know, you don't even know everything you buy if that shit is real or not, son.
Unless you go to the store.
To the
store. The main store. And copy that, and you got it in your hand, your shit is real.
I'd have to be in a factory in Taiwan and shit to be like, yo, that shit's official. Alright, I'm gonna buy those shit. Yeah. That's tough, man. What I drop, man, depending on the shoe. Depending if it's something that it's like a must have, like I gotta get it no matter what, then I'm probably gonna go to places like that. And there's other sites too that actually have them, a little less expensive, and which is kind of cool, helps out. But them big name companies, man, they definitely seeing a lot of business with this whole shit. It's crazy how this is happening.
Yeah, it's amazing how it's evolved because, replicas has always been in the game, and it's not only sneakers. You have purses, you have the Louis Vuitton.
Everything.
Everybody that's been in New York,
all the knockoffs. Exactly. They got them for everything. They got watches, music, shit.
Yeah.
Everything.
And it's always been, West New York, you always see them. You know what I'm saying? So this is nothing new, but for the sneaker game, it's always been there, but it's always been like in the back.
Well, you know what too? Also, when you had a pair of shoes and then you saw somebody with the knockoffs, you could tell they were knockoffs.
Yeah.
At one point they were making them with whatever materials, and it was so strong that you could smell that it was fake. Now, man, you open it, that shit smells like a brand new sneaker. That shit looks like it feels like it. All the materials are there. Everything is there, kid.
And even the box.
The box.
The box is official too.
And if you're not paying attention and you don't know exactly, they're gonna get you with the box. And the boxes, sometimes the box is cute, you know, but it doesn't have, you know, the Nike stickers underneath, or if it's bigger, or if it doesn't have the detail that it needs to have. I mean, damn, you know, if you're not paying attention, you can be next.
It's coming to the forefront so much that it's right there with the authentic stuff, as far as how it's growing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got these companies coming out of the woodworks selling these replicas with the Super Perfect or whatever, and they sell authentics on the same site too.
Right.
So, you know, you always got to be wary that, you know, am I getting the real thing, or am I getting like the Super Perfect thing that we're talking about?
Now, let me make something clear to everybody. Okay, lower your volume, turn your volumes up and everything. We are not dissing super fakes. We're not dissing fake shit. We're not dissing none of that shit. If you like that and that's what you want to do, go for yours. Sneaker Steve at Kick 718, we support that. Ourselves, we prefer going to the store and getting our official shit. That's all.
We're not the sneaker police.
There's no sneaker police, so don't get it fucked up and don't get crazy with the comments. So y'all wrong, you're not supporting. That's all y'all if y'all want to. If you like it, we love it. This is just our opinion. Let's be very clear on that, because I don't want no bullshit later. We're stating our opinion.
It's just a show.
Come on, dog. Come on.
It's just a show.
You ain't got the answers, super replicas. You ain't got the answers. But I mean, you know, and all, you know, away from that, that's pretty crazy, man. I mean, for those who like them, how good is the quality? Like, I've never actually seen one in person. I just see the videos. You know, I mean, they tell us, okay, you know, compare the two. It's slight here and there. Maybe like the stitching is above anyway. It should be, you know, it should be below. Don't know what they look like. You know, if I had one, I couldn't fucking tell you.
Yeah.
That goes to show you how much I know about sneakers, man.
Yeah.
Don't know shit about it, man. Don't know shit about it.
The biggest thing was the 11th, you know. That giveaway was the third space. Now they're on that. And now even some of them have the carbon fiber plates.
So they're watching our video right now.
It's crazy out.
I'm scared.
It's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
It is so crazy, but me personally, to avoid a headache, to get scammed or whatever, I'll just go to Flight Club, exclusive, more up-tempo era or something like that, I think it's called.
Well, I think
Get them there.
absolutely. What I think is, if you approach me and you say, Kicks, I got a pair of super, what are they called?
Perfect.
Super Perfects. Yo, are you interested in copying them? I might be like, my man, thank you, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But if the problem that I have, and maybe a lot of people have, is when people try to buy them, they try to buy a sneaker, and you know, you present the shit off as authentic. And it's not, man. You know, you're deceiving the person. You know, you're taking them for money that you know, honestly, if you only paid $98 for them, then why not charge the same? You know, flip them for like $120 or something. Why do you want to get us for like $320? You know, then that's when the story changes. You know, then at that point, I don't give a fuck who likes my opinion or not, because that's wrong. You don't deceive people. You know, if just come out and say it. Yo, these shits are super perfect. You interested or not? Nah, baby, I'm good. Catch you on the next one. And I think that'll be alright.
Yeah, no,
that'll be alright.
Yeah, that's my only problem. Like, if people take them to dunk exchanges and try to pass them off as authentic shit.
Right.
And, you know, some guy throws $250 down on a pair of shoes and thinks he's got the real thing, and then they be like, yo, those are not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not cool.
That part right there, that part's not cool.
Because you mean you're
Giving the sequel, you know what I mean?
Yeah, why? You know, just say, yo, super perfect. You in? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. But so would you cop on a
super perfect?
No, like go to Flight Club.
Would I go to? Man, you know, again, if it's a sneaker that I really want, or some shit that I can't live without, which, you know, our sneakerheads, we can't live without any of our fucking sneakers. I might do it once. I maybe might do it twice, you know, but other than that, I probably have to, like, you know, go out there and hustle and try to find them for my liking anyway. If you're getting them any other way, then okay. How about you? Are you doing that shit? I think I asked you that already. I'm public, but
yeah, but I would. I think I would, just avoid the hassle. Just that way, you know, you have a peace of mind. You know, and it's not like the first time. You always run into risk when you buying on eBay. You know, you never know how truthful these people are. But if they show the receipt in the photos, and you know they're legit. So there are people that do show they'll send you the receipt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I had one person one time when I wasn't able to cop the Red 11, and they hit me up on YouTube and they were like, "Yo, I got a pair, one." And I was like, "All right." And he gave me a good price because they were going for like super crazy amounts. I was like, "Yo, I'll even throw the receipt in there for you." And I was like, "All right, cool, let's do it." He sent it to me, and the receipt was from Falafel. You know what I'm saying? So I knew they were official. I know that, you know, I wasn't getting any replica kind of shit anyways. So when, you know, you see people that do that, you know those people are truthful and they're good. When they show you that, you know, they have the receipt in the photo. But other than that, you know, you always running the risk, man. There's always 50-50 shot, man. You're getting good shit, or you're getting, you know, the super perfect things.
Right. Let me ask you this then. How much are you willing to pay for, like, your favorite shit? Because, like, I think in one of the other videos we said, you know, we'd cop our favorite shoe model no matter how many times it's retro. But, I mean, you know, because the quality is always, it's been an issue the past 6 years.
Yeah.
And then the prices have gone up. So, I mean, are you really going to go out of your way to cop some shit that came out in, like, 2016? Let's say we're down the line some.
Yeah.
Or do you want to cop shit from, like, 05, 06? You know, and how much are you willing to pay?
Like maybe $80 to $100 over retail where they were. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you can find, you know, some good shoes for that price.
Yeah.
You know, the 270 range.
Yeah.
You know, but once you get into like the 400s to 500s, that shoe's gotta be, you know, I don't know, it gets rough.
But let me ask you this. What's the most you ever paid for one individual shoe? Sneaker Steve got caught out there.
How about you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth.
For real?
Nah, I think the most I paid for a double box, I think it was like $425, was the CDP package, the Carmines and the other ones. But I think that's how they were being priced or something. Individually, I'd rather not say something. I kind of fell into the hype zone on that shit. Maybe more than one. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, you know we all like that.
Don't talk about it.
You really can throw down if you really like a sneaker. You really, you know. In the end, we're all hype beasts to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Sneaker Steve is the biggest hype beast I know. Followed by Kick 718.
I learned everything from him.
Whole body all the way. But yo, that ends this episode of Kicking It. Thank you so much for all the kindness and all the love and support. Definitely reach out to us, Kick 718, Sneaker Steve 09, Instagram, us, Twitter, us. Anything else you can find us at, come holler at us, know where we at. Rate, comment, subscribe. Definitely check out the next videos. Stay away from this guy because he's a hype beast. Everybody be safe. Take care.
Peace.
This guy's a stud, nigga. He's a stud. Get off it, nigga. Get off it. Stop kicking, son.